Hey everyone, Miacidae here, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. So today on the No Hope Estate we will be going back into the Farmstead, mainly because I want this cracked fencing helmet for the Duchess. It is part of a set actually, which I have the other part of. The Bent Blade, as you can see, plus 5 crit and plus 30% debuff chance when you have the entire set. And the debuff is for her riposte and on melee hit when you hit a human target. So a little bit of both going on there, but I mainly want it for the riposte hit, that it gives a minus 10% damage and a minus 3% crit. When you have the cracked fencing helmet, she gets plus 10 accuracy, plus 20 protection because she's going to be marking herself, and minus 4 speed. So it's a nice little combo there for when you want her riposting. Nice to have. So it's along in the Farmstead that we're going to be going to. Gotta be a little careful not to fight too many O-Techs with the group I'm going to be using, but we'll see what happens. So we're going to be using Crayon, the Flagellant. So he's going to be using Punish, Reign of Sorrows, Insanguinate if he gets too low on health, and Endure if I want a plus speed on anyone. He's going to have the Bloody Color as one of his. It keeps bugging me that the letters are slightly mashed together, and I'm not sure when that started happening. It seems like a week or two ago, but I'm not sure what Red Hook did. It was in one of their more recent updates that the letters are getting mashed together like that. You can see it in the D and the Y in Bloody. And I'm not sure why that's happening, but I'm sure it's going to get fixed someday. They're working on a lot of stuff right now. But we're using the Bloody Collar for the Flagellant. This gives him a plus bleed chance because some things in there have a higher bleed resistance, and on being hit he has a chance to bleed them for 2 for 3. And then just because he does have a good accuracy, but I would like a little bit more, we have the Surgical Gloves. This gives him plus 5 accuracy and plus 8 crit on melee skills. So that is Punish and Insanguinate. Also Reign of Sorrows. For some reason I was thinking Reign of Sorrows was a range attack. We then have Ranni, the Lunar Princess, who I'm mainly going to be using as a Magicka. We're just going to be using Quick Strike, switching with Transform, and then blasting away, probably with Azurian Nova to end the fight. So to facilitate that, we have the Finger Slayer Blade. Can't see. No, it almost looks like there's an extra L on Blade there. That's a little odd. Once again, not sure why it's doing that. Anyway, the Finger Slayer Blade gives her plus 2 speed, which makes using Quick Strike on the first turn easier, so she has 10 speed. It gives her plus 100 armor piercing, however minus 2 max HP, and on attack hit, all enemies have 1 damage inflicted to them. So that means when I hit with Quick Strike, that causes 1 damage, and then when I hit with Azurian Nova, if there's 4 enemies, I will inflict 4 damage instead of 1. So between the 2 attacks, that's 5 extra damage. Then we have the Helm of the Tarnished, mainly because on kill, gain a Lunar Princess trinket, so if we're taking anything out with her, we have a chance of getting a trinket. We then have Roared, the Ironclad. He is here just to do a little bit of extra damage with Searing Blow, uppercut to minus damage dealt to us, and if we run into anything big, we have Flame Barrier, and then all of his demon form moves. Since the torch can't go below 100, we have the Ancestor's Candle. This gives him extra dodge. This gives him plus 15% damage. And then we have the Ancestor's Letter Opener. Now, I'm not sure what Red Hook did once again. This was working fine yesterday, but the text is pink. It should be working fine otherwise. I think they just messed with a folder or something. But on attack, the on hit applies to all targets of AoE skills. So that means the on melee hit bleed applies to all AoE skills if I were to put that on Ranni's Azurian Nova, for example. But on a melee hit, he will bleed 1 for 4 rounds, and otherwise his melee moves have plus 15 accuracy. And finally, we're going to be using a Jester, Vesley. He's going to be doing Harvest as a bleed, Slice Off as a bleed with more damage. If he gets into ranks 1 or 2 for whatever reason, we have Finale. And if he gets caught in rank 4 for whatever reason, we have Dirk Stab. He has our Ancestor's Mat for Scouting, and he has the Bloody Stake for plus bleed chance and duration. Let's go. Let's have some fun. All the food. All the food. We might need it. Some torches too for just plus accuracy. Bandages because we can bleed. Anti-venom because we can be blighted. A few skeleton keys. And all the lid on them just to bring back comet shards. Oh, this one isn't so bad. We'll go all the way down. Keeping out to the right here for this curio. Making sure to search with Ranni just because there is the chance of getting the
beyond measure,
trinkets with her.
awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Hey, herding hound, how you doing, buddy? So, I wanted Ranni to go first, and she has such a higher speed, so that's a little unfortunate. Let's hit the herding hound. Now we'll actually just pass with Vesely, because then everything else gets messed up. Then transform. By Nova we do 3 to 6, and then do 3 damage, 3 to 6, 3 to 6. So we might take out the Crofter. But a good chunk. A little bit of damage here to... Yeah, let's take out the Crofter. Just because that's less damage on us. Then Rain of Sorrows on the Plow Horse. Alright, transforming. There we go. Quick Strike Doggo.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
Transform back. And then if I Frost Glint, we do 5 to 9 plus the 1 on the horse. Then it goes down to bleed.
The slow death.
Alright, take what we can.
Unforgiving.
Get rid of extra holy water for the comet shards. Default party order. And Ranni can search the cabinet just because she had a chance of getting something. Grabbing the food. Let's heal up with this stack of food. Gonna take the Silver Severance because that's 2,200. Can take the Uncommon because that's worth a little bit more, and then we'll leave the Slippery Boots. Gonna pop to the right here, just so I can take this. I don't think I can take any of that. Alright. Then going down, and we'll go around. Hey, cultists, how you doing? Quick Strike. Transform. By Nova, the Brawler goes down. Just because of the plus damage.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Harvest, bleeding both of them. The Acolyte goes down on its turn, so we can go on the Brawler. And then just try to finish the Acolyte up. And Frost Glint. Down you go. You know, it's interesting to see
they can be beaten.
The multiple sprite thing for her. Because sometimes she uses the... I think it's the turn that she transforms from sword mode into magic mode. She uses the bow sprite. And otherwise she just uses the hand sprite for Frost Glint. It's kind of interesting. I do need the busts. So... it's default party order. Does anyone have a plus scouting chance here? Only if the torch is below. But I can get some other buffs, I suppose.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
No one has a disease. I don't have a prevent nighttime ambush either. That's what got me last time. So we're going to Tiger Eye. And just because Ranni only has a 95 here, I'm going to Tiger Eye her. And that also gives her plus crit. I can Berserk and then Inflame twice. And then we're oh, I thought I had enough for Lashes Solus, and I don't. So we'll just rest here. And survey says spiders. Transforming. They have 7 health and I Nova. I do 3 damage to them. And then if I hit for 4, they go down. So everyone but the spitter goes down from that. And then Finelli.
Be wary.
I don't even want any of that. Right, moving on along. Dig through this. You know, I've been forgetting to check for something here. So, let's see. Let's do a little bit of damage to the Feeble Vine. And we get stunned. Lovely. Wow, even Crayon goes before him. Bleeding both the eggs and the unsettling and the crofter here. So, supposedly, Lunar Princess, nope, it's still here. Iris told me that they had tried to fix this little transparency issue. And they put out a patch or a fix for that, and it is still there, so very quickly. Okay, Nova will not take out Vine. Nova will not take out eggs. Just trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to hit the Frozen Crofter, glinting them. See, transform, used bow. And now, Crofter down, glinted target is down, we're not going to do extra damage. Darn. Cool that the Frozen Crofter is down, don't get me wrong, but...
consumes the mind.
Riposte.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And does Adrian Nova change then? Because if the Frost Glint changed... I'm curious to see how many things have changed then. So, since we've been in this mode for 2 turns and that this is going to be the harder one to get,
Impressive.
it does change. Okay, that's cool. I'm tempted to also see if Moonbequeath changes. Because I hardly ever do a transform straight into Moonbequeaths. I always do quick change moon and then, or quick transform, quick slash, and then Moonbequeaths. So that would be another interesting see. Oh, I meant to do that with Ranni. Nonetheless, I do need some of this stuff. Realistically, I do not need the torches. You know, I knew the trap was here. I could see it on the mini-map. I could not see it here. That's how blind I am today. This is what happens when you get old, folks. You start to lose your vision. Okay. So since we're going first, we're going to do Quick Strike. I can't do Moonbequeaths from this one, but we can do Carian Charge. So that's... I'm just interested in all of her sprites now. Although I could just get rid of this brawler. We should be smart about this and test things out later.
Masterfully executed.
If I harvest, these two go down. I can easily get to the Acolyte.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
And then Searing Blow, finishing it off. Okay, cool. Taking what we can. Torch for the extra accuracy. We'll use the holy water. Leave the money. Default party order. Moving on along. Pack contains loot.
Glittering gold.
Take said loot.
And baubles. Paid for in blood.
Quick strike to do some damage. Transform to move back. I want that madman down along with the acolyte if I can, so let's just blast him.
Devastating blow.
Well, I can only hit one, so let's take out acolyte. Rain of Sorrows, Madman down, and then just our brawler friend left. I think an uppercut finishes him. That's more fun. He wanted to more or less punch us. We can punch him. Hey, we got the Twilight Bell for the Lunar Princess. This is actually a kind of fun one if used right. Ignore stealth, guard, and riposte. On hit, break stealth, guard, and riposte. On attacking, stealth, guarded, or guarding enemies, debuff them for minus 66 accuracy, ignoring resistance for 2 rounds. There's a few enemies that I think this could be very useful for. Very useful for. This is gonna be so fun. This is gonna be so fun. I don't know why I have the healing mixture, but we'll switch that out. I think I don't have every trinket for Ranni, but I have every trinket I care about, except for her Crimson Court one, which I don't think I can get except for by going to the Crimson Court. Because I'm missing like a common one, I believe. Let me look at her list. So I'm missing the small doll, which is her universal trinket, so I'm not sure if that technically can be gotten with the Helm of the Tarnished. I have the Helm of the Tarnished, I have the Larval Tear, I have the Twilight Bell, I have the Fingerslayer Blade, I have the Dark Moon Ring. I'm missing her other Crimson Court set, and I do not have her Crystal Slipper, which cannot be gotten via drops. That has to be bought with the Comet Shards. So realistically, I'm missing a Crimson Court thing, which has to be gotten via the Crimson Court stuff. So if I bring her into Crimson Court things, which I will be doing, I have a chance of getting that. So we don't have to search with her anymore, which is fun. Which I've been more or less forcing. Let's heal everyone up. Take the Silver Severance because that's 4,500 gold right there. And we'll move on along searching stuff. Chicken. Chicken go bye-bye. Quick strike chicken.
Obliterated.
I don't think she liked the chicken either. You know, let's do something different. Let's just take out the crofter.
Destroyed.
Then we can dirk stab. I don't think we can do anything from row 4 with him is the unfortunate part. I mean, technically I can. $7 damage a hit. It's 21. I'm about to finish. I have food. Yeah, screw it. Let's have some fun. Hemokinesis, Kerboom, you're down. Just the guy who's not going to hurt us left. That was 8 damage, not 7. Why did we take 8? Suffer 7 damage. Why did I take 8? Zot. Zot. I'm calling you out here, Zot. Why? Wait. I might know why. No. Where's his buffs? I don't have the buffs for plus. I was thinking maybe he had Berserk still on him for the plus 30% damage received for 4 battles, but then he would have taken more than 8. 7 would have turned into like 9 or 10, wouldn't it? And I don't have any other plus damage received on him.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Zot, my head hurts. Why did I take 8? I'll send him the screenshot after. But why? This is gonna bug me till the end of time now. I'm gonna get rid of one of the Ladonums for the Sapphire just cause realistically I'm probably not gonna use all of these. We can go up and then disarm this trap. Can also get a little food here to heal up with. $70, $80, $40, $95. $95 it is. Hey guys, how you doing? Stab.
The blood
Transform. I'm gonna take out Nacolite. Cause kerboom, 4 damage to everyone. Or, 2 to you because you only had that much left. Take out Brawler, you bleed to death. Hemokinesis. Take out Brawler because less damage. 8. Why 8? It says 7. Glint.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Ooh, lots of stuff. So I shouldn't get rid of the key because of treasure room right there. But there's a lot of stuff up here that I can do. Blood Course Medallion for the emeralds. And then we'll go right up then over, up, back, and then do all that. Provided I have the ability to. We'll see though. Default order. Curio. No room battle, just Curio.
Packs laden with
And
loot
I need the
are
busts.
often low on supplies.
I'm actually tempted to just get rid of the firewood. Like, camping wise at least, you know? Because this way I can de-stress
Huddled together,
with a little bit that I need to.
vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Tiger's Eye again for the crit. We are gonna lash his Solus. We are going to Berserk, so now I will take extra damage and then we'll inflame. And they're on us. Oh, I wasn't expecting you guys at all. Alright, quick strike. One down.
Ground quakes.
Transforming, because I can't actually hit from here. And then if I Nova, I can almost take out that Urchin. I will take out the Urchin because of the crit, and that's the thing I really wanted down. Then we can solo take out the Widow. And Lost Soul goes away. Seems like a waste to do hemokinesis on him, so I'm just gonna pass and let him bleed to death.
A death by inches.
I stand corrected, I can get the small doll from that. So taking everything that I can, leaving the rest, going up. Default party order. Now I have literally everything but her Color of Madness trinket, which I can buy for 50 shards. So this is literally like a third. Or her one Crimson Court trinket. Yay, more shards? I need so many, if I'm being honest. It's not just, you know, a small trinket here or there. There are ones I want that cost hundreds. Nothing too bad here. Although I can't quick strike, which is unfortunate. But if I do... Adrian Nova, I still take out the eggs.
Well struck.
Which is the more important part. And somehow I took out the Scarecrow, which I wasn't expecting. And then from there we can go Vine. Actually, we can just do Harvest, taking the Vine out, and then taking the Crofter out. Okay, that 10 damage I understand. Because of Berserk's plus 30% damage received. That one I'm not going to contest. I don't see any blockages really, so I'll get rid of the shovels for the deeds. And I'm fine dipping out like whenever. I've done most of the battles, and I'm pretty sure once I do like these room battles with Curios, I am done. Like, I probably don't even need to do all of these ones right here that I've scouted. Because 60% of room battles. And we'll leave the gold. I've left so much here. It's kind of sad. Food to heal, leave the money, leave the journal up to room battle. 1 of 4. Also default party order, so Ranni might get a quick strike in. 2 vines. 2 weak vines. This is gonna be fun. Quick strike. Crofter goes down to Nova.
Time to perform beyond one's limits.
Transform. Kerboom. I think I get everyone but the Crofter and back.
A powerful blow.
Oh boy. And then he's bled, so it's like, I don't even need to hit him. But let's put him out of his misery.
As victories mount,
I need the key for this. You can get rid of the anti-venoms. And that's complete, so I don't need to do any more if anything bad happens. Kind of surprised I got a hallway fight here. And I forgot to put her in default order so I don't get the extra hit. But once again, Nova taking a few out. Slice off, hitting Hatchetman. He bleeds out. Crackshot bleeds out. Just the Hatchetman and one left, who we can uppercut just for funsies. Did you learn your lesson? Probably not, because you're dead, but maybe your friends learned the lesson if they were around. Alright, there's a lot of curios in the hallways around here. So we'll get what we can. Gonna go down to this one first after the fight. Then we'll go to the room battle there and then go up. I still didn't do it. Transform. Since we have a few feeble vines, we'll do this. That takes them out. That almost takes everything else out. Then we can take out... we'll do Rain of Sorrows hitting the Taskmaster. Because Ironclad and the Jester are going to have troubles hitting rank 4. Unless I do Demon Form again. So Hemokinesis, Taskmaster, he bleeds out, and then Jester can hit the Crofter. Yay, Comet Shards! This run alone has almost paid for Ranni's Slipper if I want it. It's kind of amazing. So, Curio. The map. That did not map. Oh, there we go. Another room battle with a Curio up there. There is a trap. So after I default party order. Come on, Jester. There we go. I actually have trouble seeing those things, so it's like just click them until they're there. Alright. Quick strike. Transform. Alright. I'm not gonna take anyone out with Nova, so if I glint, we might take the cut. Then we can harvest, bleeding them. Bleed for 2, bleed for 2. By Rain of Sorrows, we bleed for 3, so that would be a 5 on top of that. Yeah. Fusili, you're down to bleed. You bleed for more because you hit my Fladge. Then Hemokinesis.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic
8
merit,
bugs me.
unless
Why?
inordinate exsanguination be considered
Why?
virtue.
Suffer 7 damage. Gotcha, it's because of Reckless. I totally forgot about this quirk. That is why.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
I'll take the hair trophy.
It must be carried home.
Healing the little bit we can with the foods. Bandaging. And I don't really care about these two, so we'll just go up to the battle rooms and see what we get. Default party order. Extra damage with husks. Pretty sure the bandage does nothing. I'm pretty sure the laudanum does nothing, but I wanted to check. Get that actually saying it did nothing for me later when I'm gonna blank on it. I got rid of my key. Shoot. Oh well. Blodge goes first, so we're gonna hit the Herding Hound just because he has a bunch of health. Jester does Dirk Stab. Let's hit the Plow Horse.
Inspiration and improvement.
Just can do Moon Bequeaths. And then Hemokinesis on Herding Hound. Herding Hound down. Now I know why it does 8 damage. Now it's not bothering me. We do Moon Bequeaths again just to see if the sprite changes.
Prodigious
It
sounds
does.
alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
I'm gonna get rid of the bandages for some more bust because I actually need... Yeah, I need those the most just for districts. And then I'm gonna keep the laudanum just in case that this is like a scarecrow or something for getting more comet shards. What I could do is get rid of these, the emeralds, in hopes that I bring back a little more. Yeah, this seems fine. Okay, leaving all that, see if there's anything in the cabinet. Portrait, I'll leave the portrait, even though I do need those. I need some other stuff more. So, like, portraits can be more of a priority later. I was right on the money for the laudanum there, so I can get more shards.
The abyss returns.
Harvesting.
Even the boldest gaze.
Transforming because I can't really quick strike for the extra action, and we'll just Nova because of the eggs. Eggs go down. Doesn't matter that she's stunned. Demon form again. Taking out the crofter that has an action in the back. And we can punish. I'm gonna take out the vine. Just be hoping to bleed it, actually. No. I was hoping to take it out, just leaving the crofter, because the frozen crofter doesn't do actual damage.
Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
Finale on crofter. And vine goes away. Leaving this, we don't really need the Eastern Sandals. Laudanum. Give shards, we have an extra space. I got rid of my shovels, so this is where things end. There's at least a fight, but I brought back enough. So, cracked fencing helmet for the Duchess, completing that set, which could be amazing later on. 9,500 gold. Not sure where I got the 700 from, but 9,500 isn't bad considering this was mostly an heirloom and trinket run. Like, almost 60 comet shards, which isn't bad considering it wasn't a boss. 20 busts, 4 deeds, and 20 crests. Actually 24 buffs considering the reward. Reward hit level 3. Ranni is almost level 2. Vesely got Calm, so we'll probably be getting rid of that, but they are level 1. And Crayon hit level 1. Ranni got Vertigo, so that's not the worst thing in the world. I probably will be getting rid of that, but I might be leveling them up still. I'll have to take a look at things. Bloodsucker Hater, and then Sunward's Phobe on them.
There is a great horror.
Idle Crusaders and Lepers gain 1 Resolve level.
Chaos
Yippee.
must be destroyed.
I might actually force a few people to not gain resolve levels because I do not want Reynold at level 5. So I'm just going to pop him in the Transept. Same with Baldwin, because I do not want them leveling up. The lower level ones I'm fine with, but those guys I just did not want leveling. As for Struss, we can kind of do this for now. Vesely, I would like to get rid of Calm, but it's not the biggest thing in the world, but it's still not great. So I'm going to see what I can do, like what the next party is going to be, and we'll go from there. I have bad luck with Duchesses, so I'm going to hire another one. And then, hey, the extravagant prize is available. Who would have thought? We'll go from here, because I have a few options, so I'm not sure what I want to do. None of the trinkets really look great for apprentices, or for veteran, if I'm being totally honest. So my two options are just go bite the bullet and fight the Time Rhyme Miller, which I think I could pretty easily do, or go into the courtyard and see if I can't get Ranni her final Crimson Court trinket, which I might do as well. So I'm going to take a look at a few things, and based on those are kind of like who I'm going to put in Sanitarium, who I'm going to put in other forms of treatment, things like that. And we'll pick it up from here, because I don't like any of my options, if I'm being totally honest. But we'll see, and I think we'll just take it from there. Like I said, I don't really like any of the options, but a lot of these are doable, and I might just like say that do the Time Rhyme Miller to buy some time, more or less. I don't know. So that'll be it for this time. Next time, like I said, I'm not sure. So I'll figure that out. We'll go from here, but we'll figure something out. Either like apprentice courtyard to get a trinket, maybe a veteran boss or short veteran or something like that. I don't know, and go from there. So that'll be it for this time. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz, and otherwise, as always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.